Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey, Rob here, and it is time for the Midwest Gaming Classic Haul. All the stuff I picked up at MGC. It was a good year at MGC. The larger venue really did help, especially us at Guys Games and Beer, where we used to be in pretty cramped quarters. The room was much bigger, and it was easier for people to get around and look at things. I got to meet a lot of people who listen to the podcast, and a lot of people who, or at least a few people who watch my station, and I really do appreciate meeting all y'all. Y'all. Like I'm from the South. Anyway, thank you very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And it was nice to talk. Let's get started. I bought a lot this year, largely because the prices were pretty good. They weren't like, you know, super fantastic or anything, but you could usually negotiate yourself into a good price, and there was some stuff that I was actually looking for. Unfortunately, I bought some things that I already had, which goes to pro tip number one, which somebody mentioned to me while I was doing these mistakes. Hey, you should probably bring your game list with you. And you should probably bring your game list with you, lest you buy the same thing twice. Anyway, here we go. Let's get started. For the PlayStation, Monster Rancher 2. And there it is. Actually, I bought this in several other things, and I think I paid $30 for the whole lot. So prices weren't too bad, because I saw some Monster Rancher 2 scalping going on, but at the place I got it, it wasn't too bad. And it's pretty clean, has the inserts and everything, so nice. I like this game quite a bit, and my wife really loves it. The PlayStation, you know, with a small screen is a great little mobile, gaming system, and it's fun to play games like that on it. Next, I got Danger Girl, and Danger Girl, I have no idea what it is. I've never seen it before, never heard of it, but I saw it, and, you know, it's not in my collection, so I grabbed it. Next, we have Twisted Metal 4, which I have 2, I think, in my collection, so I'm happy to see this little guy there, and it wasn't too badly priced, so there's that, Twisted Metal 4. Next, we've got Hyrule Warriors Legends for the 3DS. Has nothing to do with retro gaming, but I have been looking for it for a while, and I got Metal Gear Solid 3D. And I think I paid probably $35 for the two of them. $30 or $35 for the both of them. I've had a really hard time tracking this one down at a reasonable price, so I figured I'd just bite the bullet and buy it that way. It's not like readily available in the $20 range, which is where I like to be for those kinds of things. Next, Dynasty Tactics 2. I likes me some tactics games. Unfortunately, it did not come with the manual, and the cover's a little bit beat up. But I think it was like $3, so I'm not going to complain. Next, Metroid Prime. I'm really trying to boost up my very, very weak GameCube collection. Oh, look, it's got the bonus disc. No insert, though. No insert. Having a problem with English. My voice is going out. It's going to be out soon, I think. I'm not going to have it anymore. Yelling over the throngs. I almost said thongs of crowds. That would be interesting. A thonged crowd. There we go. Star Wars Rogue Leader. Rogue Squadron 2. I really liked Rogue Squadron, so I figured, I'll try Rogue Leader out. It's not Rogue Liter. It's not like, you know, water or something. It's not like a bottle. It's a liter. Okay. Shadow of the Beast. One of my favorite Amiga games. There it is for the Sega Genesis. I think I talked him down a little bit on it, but not much. I thought it was an okay price for it. No manual, though, and I don't think the box is original because the cartridge doesn't actually fit in the space given for the cartridge, so I'm assuming something's not right there as far as the case goes. Next, I took a risk. I've got Combat Cars for the Sega Genesis. It looked interesting, right? I always worry when I take a risk on these. You know, you can get a real stinker that way. But came with the manual. Here's the game. So, pretty happy about that. Yeah, I just don't know how to put a cartridge in. I think that is quite darn likely. No, I think these are wrong. All right. Looks interesting, doesn't it? Looks pretty good. Can't wait to try that one. Ooh, what else? I think this is the only thing I bought from Arcade Jason, who was there. But I got this Konami plug and play. I know I've been doing the plug and plays lately. It's kind of interesting because the new plug and plays are just kind of they're kind of a combination of this kind of plug and play and the old Jakks Pacific ones. But this one has multiple games on it. So this is before things got super cheap. I heard it's a pretty good one, and it's generally a pretty expensive one. Online, you can pay like $30 for this stupid thing. I paid $15. I thought it was a little bit high, honestly, because generally that kind of thing doesn't do very well as like an on-shelf item. But I figured out what the heck, I'll do it. Next, we have Mr. Driller 2 Japanese edition. Pretty neat, right? I really, really love these boxes. I'm going to try and collect more of them. I started collecting Game Gear boxes like this, the ones from Japan, because they're pretty neat too. And when I saw these, I kind of had to get them. There's also tins. They sold some games in little tins. That's like crazy, right? And there's the game right there. And Mr. Driller 2 is one of my wife's go-to games. Not Mr. Driller 2, but Mr. Driller. But there's not a whole lot of difference between 1 and 2. You Mr. Driller aficionados can totally blast me for saying that later or down in the comments below. I know somebody will get me for it. Next, we've got Daytona USA. Burn rubber. I got that for the steering wheel control. I got that for the... Oh, I'm tired. I got that for the steering wheel controller that I got in the last video. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to play this with the steering wheel controller. I also got a Muck, which I'm trying to remember. It's a mech game, but I'm trying to remember whether I played it before. I may have. Anyway, it is new and sealed, but the plastic is tearing. I offered them, I think, 15, and they countered 20, and I said, oh, what the heck. How often do you see Sega Saturn games anyway? I bet some of you guys see it every day. Every day. That's the answer. Okay, but there's more stuff. Let's go for some Atari and other old stuff for you folks that love the Atari stuff. Number 1, Fantastic Voyage I got. It's a really crappy copy, but it was like $1. So I will take it and add it to my collection. I used to like it when I was a kid. It's just like a Defender-like shooter. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but it had some pretty neat graphics in it. Next, I bought Mountain King again, because I already own it, apparently. Didn't check. Should have brought my list, but yeah, got another copy of that. That's not going to general population trading either. Neither is Adventure. By the way, that was one of the talk of the shows. Everybody talking about how ridiculously overpriced Adventure is right now. It's just, everybody's just like, really? Come on. It was like, I paid, I think, $1 for most of mine. I'm seeing them for 20. Whatever. Attack of the Killer Beefsteak Tomatoes, another semi-rare find. They did want $5 for it, and I think I gave them like $4. But I thought it was a very fair price for that kind of thing. I also got Miner 2049er, and I think I paid like $10 for this, but I didn't feel too bad about it. I have wanted this one for a while for the 2600, and I don't have it, so I'm happy to have that now. Kind of wish I would have got a boxed one, though. One of these days, I'm going to buy a boxed Miner 2049er. Next, I got Squeeze Box because, you know, One can never have too many U.S. games. Squeeze. Box. Awesome. Next we have Porky's, which my parents negligently bought me when I was a kid. I think they had it like Kmart. And it was just like with the other games. It's kind of weird because there's nudity in it. There's not very, like recognizable nudity, but there is nudity in it. It's not 100% pornographic. It's R-rated at best. But anyway, it is what it is. Next, got some ColecoVision stuff. I really do like collecting ColecoVision stuff. I do have a ColecoVision multi-cart, but I kind of like having the physical ones around. So I got Victory. Can't remember what this game is, and I'm a little worried that I have duplicates of that. I haven't checked that one yet, but I do know I don't have this one, and I'm glad to have it. Buck Rogers. Yep. Good stuff right there. Next, Ladybug. I don't have this one either. Mousetrap. I think I did a review on Atari of the Atari 2600 version of this. Thought it'd be nice to do the ColecoVision one. Next, criminally, I don't have Carnival. Well, I do now, but I didn't have Carnival before. Really happy to have that. You know what? One of these came with, yeah, here we go. One of them came with, look at that, actually came with the inserts, which makes it 2 inserts that I have in total for the entire game system. I didn't have any inserts. Let's go with something a little weird and cool. The rest of the stuff is actually kind of weird. Not this stuff, but the next batch here is kind of weird stuff. I got Knights of Azure 2 for the Switch. Switch games are going for about 20 bucks there. I mean, they have them labeled at 25, but they'd take 20 for them. And it's hard to get Switch games like super cheap still, unless you go out like online. So I figured for 20 bucks I'd try it. It's a RPG-ish type of thing. Lord knows what I'll get to it, to be honest with you. No idea when I'll get to playing it. I had so much retro stuff to look at right now. Plus I got some more handhelds and stuff to do reviews on. Next I got Mario Brothers for the Atari 5200. Thought that would be a good one to pick up. We'll see how that goes. My controllers do soft. They kind of have a soft centering on them. So I think that makes them a later model. All right, 5200 experts. Remind me how this goes. I'm pretty sure the first ones didn't center at all, and then the later ones did actually kind of center. Well, mine kind of center. Mine will go, mine will actually go back to the center, but they're not real strong with it. All right, next we got a game called Release, and this is for the Vectrex. Ooh, kind of excited to get some Vectrex games in. This is like the one thing like I totally plan to buy every year at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Pack Rat Games, by the way, check them out. I'll put a link down below. They sell these, and they're really pretty reasonably priced. I think they're around 15 to 20 bucks a piece. They're really decently priced. So there's Carl Quape, which is a Quape. I just like the word. It is basically a Frogger clone. Next, I got this. This is kind of a multi-cart, and it has the games as listed: Starfire Spirits, Repulse. There's some other There's some other stuffs on here. You got your Birds of Prey, Disc Duel demo, Abyss demo, Vector Vaders remix. There's some Patriots remix. I wanted it for Patriots remix because I like Patriots. And I've only got it like on a really crude multi-cart, so it's much easier to get to it on a menu on that one. I don't know. I've been thinking about doing Vectrex reviews every once in a while. Let me know if you're interested in that. I don't know how much call there is for it, honestly. Might not be a big thing, and I've already got like Atari for videos that don't don't have a whole bunch of views. Next, I got some 32X games. I paid $20 for Shadow Squadron, which actually I think I paid $25 for this whole lot. So I talked him down a bit. Shadow Squadron, which I went home and found out I already had. Great, I can sell it online. It's a better copy than mine, so at least I can do that. Next, I got Metalhead, which is a mech game. Really pretty good. There we go. Sorry, wait. There we go. Ah, good. Much better. Cosmic Carnage, which is a fighting game. And then finally, at the Midwest Gaming Classic, I picked up 2 Atari Lynx games. Yet again, one is a repeat. Really? I kid you not. We got Power Factor, which is a repeat. It's about in the same condition as the Power Factor that I have. So, sad moment for me. But there is a game that I have been meaning to get, which is APB. And I'm really happy that I've got that one, because that's one of the 2 games that I really seriously wanted for the Atari Lynx. And now I've got it. The other one was a no, I'm going to say Rampage. Rampart. Rampart was the other one I really wanted for it, and I already have that. So that completes the stuff that I want for the Lynx. I'll probably find some more stuff later that I want. Anyway, speaking of, I've got to get going and put some of this stuff away. I've also got a mess of stuff in my car. And, you know, it's a bit of a blizzard out here in Wisconsin, because, you know, that's how we celebrate spring here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a big favor. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Surprise for more. I don't know what I was going to say there. Subscribe for more. I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.
Retro Rocks Gaming Videos.